Fwends Reunited, a celebratory show of 10 years of the Inbetweeners. When I first heard about this, I was really excited, and then it aired, and well, I'll just let Will explain.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it was great to see all the cast back together again, but it just wasn't the best, from a poor format to cringy moments.
You pulled more than that.
Even the cast couldn't be bothered, so I'll be breaking it down and sort of finding out what went wrong with the Inbetweeners reunion. The overall format throughout the show, with it merely being a compilation counting down moments that we've seen so many times over the decades, felt really poor, and the awards that were given to the cast felt really awkward. The show should have really stuck to the more interesting, insightful talking about the behind the scenes and things that never made the cut, like how Joe Thomas got trapped inside of a suitcase when they were dicking about shooting the first film. And literally, the boys, when they were reminiscing in the car driving up to the school set, was such a highlight, and that was actually something that the boys would have hoped that they'd be doing. And speaking of them, you can tell they wasn't told much of what they'd be working with, which gave really cringe moments. Jimmy Carr especially was quite cringe, especially as he attempted jokes and gags from the original show, but didn't land. Like, you've got...
What's a pull string? She pulled more than that. Wilson's here, aka Will's Fit Mum. So you are the ideal height to get sick on. It really... I might try now. Snog, marry, avoid, kill.
You wear so you can take the piss out of me anytime you want.
Thank you very much, you massive
No,
bellend.
Cheers.
Love the show, but there's moments in it that are just, even when you're watching on your own, it's like kind of cringy, kind of cringy, kind of cringy.
The boys themselves gave it their all with what they were given, but Greg Davis, who played the infamous Mr. Gilbert, were a fucking great asset to the show, whether it were intentional or not.
Instincts that Gilbert had, but it's illegal to act on them the way that... I mean, I hate children, deep within my soul.
Instant dislike.
Yeah, well, Simon and I, there was an instant animosity between us the moment we met, so channeling that white-hot hatred. I can't even look at him, I can't even look at his stupid little face, no.
You gonna let him get away with that?
That's all right. I'll handle him later. Don't worry about that.
I'll fuck you up, Bert. I'll fuck. I mean it, Jimmy. I'll destroy him. I mean it.
Mr. Gilbert!
Now, thanks to Facebook, I know that you are a divorced father of 2, and that after 20 years, you're still working in your dad's fucking shop.
All of the In-Betweeners history segments were pretty good, in my opinion, as he talks on how the show went to go and cultivate the UK when it first aired, its on-air pilot, and how poorly the first season was received, only for it to get brought back to DVD sales. The whole description of the slangs that the show populated was pretty funny as well. Superfan quiz part was quite cringe and very awkward, and you can tell that James Buckley is beginning to get really annoyed. Also, I'm sorry, but I'm a fan of the Inbetweeners, but this guy literally memorised the number plate for Simon's fucking car.
335 ALP.
The ending was something, and the overall special was not received well. James Buckley was very vocal on the backlash after the airing.
I actually wrote a load of stuff because I wanted to make sure, because I felt that people deserved an explanation for this thing and to understand sort of my point of view. Yeah, I did write a thing.
Right, you did.
I wrote this the day after it came out. Did you watch it at all?
I did see it, yeah.
Christ. I didn't watch it. I couldn't watch it. But yeah, I thought I'm the same as everybody else, and I'm not gonna defend it.
You also must feel like it was kind of out of your control.
Well, that's the thing. I don't want to. I mean, there was some things that were in my control, and there was a lot about that thing that I felt personally I wasn't good enough. And then there was a load of stuff that wasn't in my control. So I got asked to do an Inbetweeners 10-year reunion celebration show back in like August, September last year. And my whole thing was, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be such a laugh. People will see the four of us together, and we'll talk about the fun that we had making that show. And that will be that. And I was making a TV show. I was in America at the time. I was making a TV show for NBC, so I wasn't as involved with, like, going, all right, so what is the show actually, though, by the way? What is it? And also, I just thought, that's impossible to fuck up. Just put the four of us boys together on television and have us talk about the Inbetweeners, and people will love that. Yeah. And I was like, there's no way that anyone could fuck this up.
Even the other boys made fun of the show, tweeting later on in December that Gavin and Stacey's reunion special were much more better than theirs. I personally feel like, though, that the boys shouldn't have really taken the fall for this, as they were just as unknowing as all of us. The fate of the cast getting back together again for another reunion seems quite slim, which is a shame, as the boys themselves were quite hilarious, especially when they're reminiscing. Thanks for watching. Let me know how you would have wanted the special to have been handled. Take care and happy Christmas.